Hello YouTube, look what I have found in my basement. Yeah, it's a boombox from the 80s, a Senio M9709L, that is actually still in working condition. I cleaned it. It was severely covered in some brown gunk. It looked as if someone poured a soft drink over it or something like that. Some of this soft drink is actually still inside this boombox. I couldn't be bothered to clean everything of it, but it still works. This is the radio. You can probably hear that. Works perfectly fine. This is the tape. This is the tape mode. Ooh, doesn't sound good at all. Okay, first thing, it has severe wowing. This is due to the soft drink didn't do the drive bells any good. It actually makes like all the time. I actually cleaned the tape heads, but it didn't improve the sound quality much. Let me just engage the tape heads like that. Okay, so there's the play and record head. I cleaned it with a window cleaner agent, but it didn't improve the sound quality at all. And I just disengaged the tape heads accidentally. Damn it. There we go. Okay, this is the erase head. It's a permanent magnet. The whole system is AC biased, so the sound quality isn't too good to begin with. But I decided to mod it a little bit, and this is what I've done. I've added those two RCA jacks and this switch, and this puts the radio section of the boombox into line-in mode. I put it into radio, flip the switch, and now it picks up the line levels from those input jacks. And the switch actually cuts power to the radio part. It switches over to those input instead of the internal line levels from the radio, and it switches on the FM stereo LED. And this is I use this LED basically as a power LED, because when the radio switch on like that, you can hear noise coming through the speakers, and that's how you know that it's actually switched on. If it's in tape mode, the LED is off. Now, if the LED wouldn't be there, I wouldn't know if this thing is actually switched on when it is in line-in mode. So that's why I use this LED as a kind of a power LED. Okay, now I couldn't be bothered to actually do a video while I was modding this thing, but I will take this thing apart now, and I will show you how I modded this line input into this boombox and what exactly I did. And there we go. It actually just took me about a minute or two to take apart. It's actually quite easy to pry this front cover open. Okay, what do we have here? First of all, there is obviously the tape head, which is clean but still doesn't work alright. This is the permanent magnet erase head, the pinch roller, which I've cleaned as well, the capstan roller was cleaned as well. I cleaned the cogwheels a little bit, as the best as I actually could, but well, I couldn't get all this brown gunk out of the mechanics, unfortunately. Okay, now, the overall design of this radio is actually quite good. This is the amplifier part, and this is the radio part. And those two were connected with this ribbon cable right here. And what I actually did is reverse engineer what each of those lines was. There was I don't quite remember which one was which, but I believe pin 1 was ground. The next two were the lines were left and right line. There was this, I think this one was power to the radio, and this one was the LED. And when the LED wire was pulled down to ground, the LED will light up. So what this switch does right here is obviously switch the line input to the input from the radio. It will cut the power to the radio part and pull the LED wire to ground. And that's basically it. Very easy and works very good actually. Um, I actually plan to mod this thing further. The next thing I'm gonna add is some kind of well, I was planning on getting lithium-ion racing packs with a small charging unit, so I can mod this into this radio and have some sort of yeah, make it portable again, basically. I had various ideas how I would actually do this. I was thinking of taking out the transformer, put it in an external box, use a bullet a barrel type connector, and put the charging unit instead in here, and use some sort of lithium ion, either racing packs or maybe battery packs from a laptop or something like that, and mod it into there. The drive motor for the tape deck isn't quite alright as well. I was thinking of getting rid of the tape deck maybe, and maybe mod another input source for maybe an iPod or something like that into it, because modding things for an iPod is actually quite easy, because there's this proprietary connector for iPods actually is quite easy to mod for. It has standard stereo output jacks, it has a charging cable, so I would use this radio to actually charge the iPod if that works well. Yeah, and I'll see what I can do with it. For now, I leave it like that, I guess, and yeah, this is basically how you can mod external line input into any kind of stereo system that doesn't have one. You just look for line levels that are pre-amplified already. My first idea was to actually mod the external input into the drive, into the tape deck, but this is actually much more complex than you might think. The tape head basically works like a microphone, so you would need to preamplify this. So you can't actually mod this to the tape head wire. But this tape head actually has an internal preamplifier, and this one is sitting right. Well, let me check. Right there. This little sill chip here, that's the preamplifier for the tape head, and obviously it has an input and output, so you could use the output pins of this chip to actually mod the external input into. But this would be obviously much more complex than simply mod this into this flat cable here, the flat ribbon cable. So I used that one. And actually it's more elegant, because now I can switch the radio part off, so it actually uses less power when it is switched to line-in mode, which I think is quite neat. As for mechanical modding, I just drilled 3 holes to this little side plane here. I actually drilled 4 holes, that one right there as well, but the switch didn't fit in there, so I had to drill a 4th one. Yeah, and that's basically it. That's how you mod an external input into pretty much every old stereo system that doesn't have one. And now to finish this video, I connected my PC to the line in. The FM LED or status LED is on, and I'm gonna play a YouTube song over it. And there we go. As you can hear, the line input is working alright. And I can still switch back to the radio. I don't know if we can hear that, but works like that. And just in case you're interested, this is where this boombox is actually sitting most of its time. The FM antenna is actually deployed because I do listen to the radio sometimes, and I use it in this kind of setup as my PC speakers. It is connected to my mixer over there somewhere. Yeah, and that's why I use it. Why I use this thing for every day. Take care.